Okay, this is on the Jensen job, number 54338. Install on 918 through 922 by Aaron. So, a lot of different parts to this job, but first part is we're replacing this furnace upstairs. The equipment has changed because this is downflow equipment. So I wrote the new equipment on here, but make sure you have the downflow equipment and the downflow coil. So the new furnace will sit on a 16-inch tall base. Then we'll have a 16-inch tall coil. Then the furnace. The furnace will sit 1 inch from the back wall. I wrote that. And then from side to side, it's going to be the same here. So this is a supply and that's a return. Okay, so on the top, I gave you a 6-inch piece and then a 5-inch white filter box. So keep in mind your flues will come out the top, that you need to 90 over as tight as you can so you don't block the filter. So I'll give you can see the combustion air right there. Anyway, we have a filter box, and then I give you a 21 by 24 to a 10 by 24 90 and a 10 by 24 90. So this will come up all the way up, you know, tight. You'll have to move these water lines forward just a few inches. And if you're blocking this combustion air, which you probably will be, I'll give you a 12 by 12 patch, and you can, I'll give you a 2-foot piece of 6-inch pipe, and you can bring a 6-inch down somewhere else, right there. Okay. So Lance wanted this a 14 by 13 to a 10 by 13 90. So I'm gonna move it back so it'll fit. It'll be tight between this water heater. It'll be real tight. And put your 1-inch flange out right against the back slip. You know, because we have 2 inches right there. Sorry about that. Drop my papers. So new 90 and deck just as it shows, and I have a cut line at that slip right there. Right here I have a cut line on the return at this drive right here, and it's going to be tight. I offset this 1 inch over so we have room for this here and have our ducts straight. Okay, so combustion air is okay. I just said this, if needed, patch it. So there's your patch right there, 2 feet of 6-inch round. Okay, your furnace vent, gonna go just wherever you feel deemed. Automatic access right above here, but go up. We have our flue here, furnace flue. Just go up through the roof to a concentric. So give you all this stuff right here. Let's see. Steep roof, 12-12 pitch. Okay. Okay, so the gas line. So since we're There is an attic behind this furnace that you get to from below. And this gas line needs to be raised up higher so we can get our 90 off the side. So what we're going to do is break it apart back to the 90, take that 90 off and put a T, 3/4 inch T. Which is right here. And you're going to put a 3/4 by 12 and a 3/4 by half 90 on top. Then a 1/2 inch by 30 with a cock. Then a T with a drip leg. Flex out the top to your 12 inch to gas valve. Oh, I put a 90 and a 6 inch there too. So the other side of the T coming out sideways, you're going to run a 3/4 inch flexible line to the stove on the main level. So I wrote that on a different sheet here. So gas to range, come off of attic T and attic, behind furnace, 50 feet of 3/4 inch flex, 2 ends, 1 wall mount kit. When you come out of the wall, do a 3/4 by half 90, 1/2 by 2, and a 1/2 inch cock and a plug. So let me just, well, I'll go over in a minute how to get it there. AC, I'll go over in a minute. Drain to the floor. Thermostat, you're going to reuse the existing Nest, Vivint. So cap and seal top floor vents. So the vents in the floor here, got one here, one there, one in here, one in there, one in here, and a wall vent in here. But the floor vents, I made you 3 3/4 by 9 3/4 inch end caps. So you're going to push them down and then seal it and then put the grills back on. He has one vent in this playroom up here. He just wants to remove this and patch it on the duct inside this attic. So yeah, just patch it and then he'll patch the wall. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the gas. So we have this wall right here, and this wall. There's attic all behind this wall. So the flex, you're going to come off from behind the furnace, come over. That won't work the way I was thinking. When I was in the attic, we can't go through there and go straight because it's stairs. So we'll have to find a different route for that gas. Maybe go up and then drop it down one of these walls. I'll have to look into that. I'll look into the gas and let you know more of that. Okay. So the AC, we're going to flush the lines, add a new 36 by 36 pad. We're going to move the AC a little bit, and I'll show you where out there when I go out there. Replace the Rupex as needed. I'll order you at 12 feet. Reuse the existing disconnect. The owner is to change the breaker in the existing disconnect or in the existing panel to the existing AC to a 30 amp. Okay, so while I'm up here, I'm going to go over the other stuff. A fireplace vent. So right here, there's this fireplace vent, comes up, 45's over and up. And you can't see it from here, but I'll show you in there. It comes up a little bit, then there's a roof, and then it goes up into a chimney, so it's like a double roof. But what he wants to do is get rid of this 45. So I gave you two 90s just in case, because I don't think we can get high enough to do the double 45s and still be in the attic. So just take this apart, reuse all the parts that you take off, but I did order you two 90s and an adjustable piece. So, you know, take this off, put this on here, get into the attic, and then reuse stuff to connect them back over. But let me show you in the attic. Oh, reuse that existing water sensor there. So in the attic, so you can see the pipe right there, and it goes through the roof right there. Well, that roof is actually the chimney to the roof, so you can actually cut your hole there and climb up inside there, inside the chimney. But you only have like 10" for the offset before you hit the side of the chimney wall. So you have to probably come up and 90 over and then 90 up. Okay. So the attic, this is the top floor attic. But then you can see the bottom floor attic, you know, goes down. All that drops down. And over in that back corner, down there, is where our line sets are going to come out. And I'll show you more later, but you can see where the cable comes out. Okay. Oh, so power, put a new switch and cover on it. All right. So let's go over the ACs. Okay, so top floor, gonna put in a split system heat pump. In the two bedrooms, one here and one here, we're going to put the longer ceiling mounted units. And this is the closets. He wants them over in front of the closets on both of them. And then in this big room here, he wants the other bigger one here. Just in the center, right here. Okay, so the line sets are all gonna come over and all go down the back corner. The drains, these have a 18" rise on them, so they drain out in 1 inch. So use the bell end, I believe, to tie into the 1 inch, come up. And this is the drain here. So tee them together, and then right over here in the ceiling there is a 2" ABS pipe. So I give you a 2" by 1" ABS T or Y, and I'll give you a 1" PVC P-trap. So tie that in, make sure you put in a P-trap. Before it ties into the drain. Okay. So the owner will run power out to a new disconnect with the 40 amp breaker in the panel. Just went over the drain. New pad and stand, so the unit will sit on a stand. Run line set in the cover. So let's go outside and I'll show you that. So real quick on the gas line, where it's going is that might work. Yeah, it'll probably work. In the ceiling, there's an attic access right here. I'll just climb up there and show you. I don't have my light. Well, that's the lower attic access. But anyway, we want to shoot our gas line in the ceiling above here. The joists go this way, according to his picture. And you may have to cut some holes in the sheetrock to fish it where needed, but I'm going to come here and then may have to cut a hole in the sheetrock here, drill down the wall, and drop it down here behind the range. Let me see. Yeah, you can probably, let's see, go from the furnace room low. No, that won't. Will that work? Coming from the furnace room. Oh, I'm kind of getting screwed up on these walls. Yeah, because it's this wall. So you have to just be on the other side of this wall. That'll work. So on the other side of this wall, that's where you will drill your hole in the side and then fish it that way. So, yeah. Okay, let's go outside. You love watching these long videos. Okay. So you can see this conduit here with the box. This is old. It used to have a satellite dish that he removed. So we'll go ahead and plan on coming out right in this area with our line sets. He's going to run his box right here and put another box disconnect right here. I marked it out right next to that one. If he does that, our unit, our Mitsubishi system will sit right here on a pad and a stand. And our new unit, if I put the side 1 inch from that disconnect to right here, we have 8 inches between here and the wall, which minimum is 6 inches. So we could sit that right there and have 1 foot like 14 inches in between the two of them. I think is what I measured. Yeah, it'll be over a foot. So normally you have to have 2 feet distance, but we only have 1 AC that's pulling air from this side. Okay, so Lance should have ordered the deck or the cover for the wall, and replace rib text as needed. But that's it. Thanks.